Namaste everyone, I am Pramod Lama from Momo and you are listening to Momo and More, the podcast where we talk culture, travel, food, and the people of Columbus that make the city a flavorful city. Today we're joined by Tanya Vora, founder of Spice Up. So Tanya, welcome to Momo and More. Tell us a little bit about Spice Up, how you started it, and what inspired you to get going on this.
Sure. First off, I want to say thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah,
Very
absolutely.
happy to be here. You asked me to be on this because I'm a customer, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
I happened to come to your shop at the North Market. It was the 30 Under 30 Summit.
Okay.
Do you remember that? Is that? Did you know that that was happening? Why there was
I did.
an influx of people
I
30
did.
and under?
Yes, I did.
I happened to get in. I'm not under 30. I'm in my 30s, but my friend invited me to that. Anyways.
Well, you look absolutely in your 20s.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's all of our South Asian genetics, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We stay young till about 60,
Yeah.
and then it drops.
Yeah, it
Like
just
from
plateaus.
60 to...
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'm so happy to be here. My name's Tanya. I have a company called Spice Up,
Yes.
as the shirt says. And what we do is we have two stand-up comedians interview a chef while the audience tries their food. And so I've been doing this since 2019.
Okay.
It existed before I was a stand-up comedian. The interview portion didn't used to be funny because I wasn't a stand-up comedian. And then as of 2023, I started stand-up and I incorporated that into the business.
Okay.
And so I've worked with companies all across, restaurants all across the Columbus, like I've worked with Avishar Barua of Joyas and Agni. I've worked with Bonifacio, the Women of Maza, all sorts of people, Tofu Louie of Dystopian Food Truck. So I just want to keep trucking, working with more restaurants, and work with you one day of Momo Gar.
Yes, absolutely. And what was your first experience at Momo like, and what did you think of the momos?
I think I had Momo Gar before the pandemic. It must have been like 2017, 2018. I think when you were in the other location.
The Saraga location. Yeah.
Yes. I had it there. And I don't eat meat, so I just had the aloo momo. I've had the vegetarian momo. The aloo one's my favorite, and I get the hot sauce. I get the Joel and the hot sauce every time because I got to keep it spicy.
Yes.
But it was very good. It's one of my favorites. Whenever anyone comes to town, I tell them to go to your
Well,
restaurant.
thank you very much. And you know the vegetable momo is the hardest momo to make for us.
Why?
It's the hardest momo. There's three-step process because you have to get the moisture out of it, because if you don't, that momos can just fall off and it just can be wet and soggy. So you first cook the ingredient, and then you make fresh vegetables, cut the fresh vegetables, mix the ingredient, and all the water comes out of there. And you gotta make sure you squeeze all the water out, and then you mix it again with a little bit of potato. Because if you don't, it doesn't stick. So it's a three-step process, while the rest of them are two-step process. It takes a lot
Interesting.
more effort to make vegetable momo.
You really wouldn't expect that. And I assume it's more expensive the way that
Yes.
produce
Yes.
runs. And are there a lot of vegetarians in Nepal?
Nepal, I would say, what would you say, like 20% vegetarian? Yeah, I think 20% vegetarian.
Yeah.
And you know the shape of the vegetarian momo, the potato, and the vegetable momo is different, right?
Oh, okay. It
And
is, yeah.
Right? And the other ones are round. There's a reason for that. We do not want to make a mistake and give meat to a vegetarian, because that's a no-no. I mean,
That'd be I'd leave a bad review.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would, yeah.
Right,
So
if you
good
gotta-
thing you didn't.
yeah. No, if you make it the same shape, you got to open it and look to see what's in it.
Fair.
So we changed that shape because that would make it easy for us to recognize
Yeah.
and make sure we don't give a vegetarian a chicken dumpling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so,
smart. Since you guys
yeah.
have so many customers that come
Yeah.
through, I'm sure it's easy to make a mistake. But yeah, congrats
Oh,
on
yeah.
all the success. That's
Oh
amazing.
yeah, thank you. We've been fortunate to be successful, kind of successful, just because of the people of Columbus, and being honest and making the momo honestly, no shortcut. We make it better at Momogar than at my own house.
At your own house.
Absolutely. We cut all the vegetables, we dice the meat,
Yeah.
chop the meat, and we use a larger blade to mince the meat, because if you don't, it's going to turn into paste.
Oh, okay.
So if you make it with a pasty meat, it doesn't turn out right.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn out good.
And your wife is the one who, did she create the menu?
Yes,
Okay.
She is the brain behind Momogar.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a great cook. Even at home, she's cooking all the time, even if she's home. I don't have to worry about breakfast, lunch, dinner. Although I'm not a big eater.
Oh,
She
really?
is a big eater. I'm not. I could go
Okay.
without eating breakfast for hours and hours all day long. Yeah.
Really?
So I don't eat much. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting because there's delicious food.
I eat
at
Momo all
home.
the time, though.
Yeah.
Well, she's leaving for New York here, like next week for 3 weeks. And guess what I'm eating? Momos and momos and momos.
Can I come over? Is that cool?
Yeah,
Can
absolutely.
we have
yeah.
momos?
Yeah, we
We'll
can do
share.
Momo together. Yeah,
We'll share in
absolutely.
some Indian food too because Diwali is next week.
Oh, that's right.
And so,
You
yeah.
are. You have some Indian heritage. Not some, all of it, right?
Yeah, my
Right?
parents are both Indian. They moved to America in the 80s. They're from
wow.
Gujarat, India. I'm Gujarati.
What's Gujarat famous for?
Well, a lot of Indians in America have the last name Patel.
That I know.
There's a lot of Patels. So we are known for
Business, right?
businesses. I was going to say businesses,
businesses.
gas stations, hotels,
Yep,
etc.
yep.
There's like a stereotype, obviously, of that
the
of
gu-
Patels.
for the Patels,
The
yep.
Simpsons famous,
Yeah.
for that. But
Cash Patel.
Cash Patel.
Now he got into politics instead of business.
Is this a political podcast?
No, I don't. I
Not
don't
a
get into that.
fan of
Patel?
him or Vivek Ramaswamy. You know, we have some representation out there that we're not a fan of, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
I don't pay attention to politics.
Yeah, that's okay.
I just don't care because in the end, I've realized what we do, really what I'm living and how I'm living hasn't affected much by whoever's doing whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't feel, and I stay out of it. Just stay with the food, travel. Do you travel a lot?
I do. I like to when I can
Yeah.
afford it,
Yeah.
go places.
Yeah.
We go to India every so often.
Do
We
you?
still have a lot of family there.
Do
Yeah,
you?
on my parents' side, and then, but I've been traveling more domestically recently, and I'm planning a trip out to LA. My sister lives out there. There's a lot of good food out there.
Have you been to LA before?
I have, yes. I was in a comedy festival out there
Oh, nice.
2 years ago. And now that my sister's there, I think we try and go at least once or twice a year
nice.
to see her because she misses us. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been to LA a few times. We like traveling. My wife likes traveling more than me.
Yeah.
She's going to India for the month of January.
Okay.
She's going to go to southern India, I think.
Oh, really? For what?
So like a pilgrimage, there's a lot of Tibetan monasteries there, and she's going to go on that trip with her cousins. And I'm not going because I got to run Momogar. Somebody's got to be here.
Somebody's got to run Momogar.
Well, now I'll be skiing though.
Oh, right. Yeah. You're taking lots of trips. Yeah.
I'm
You're
taking
going
lots of trips.
to Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's
Pretty
so
much for the
interesting.
winter.
Do a lot of, okay, there's like a stereotype that like a lot of Indians don't go like skiing, but do a lot of like Nepalese people like to go skiing? I know that's a stereotype, but
No.
generalization.
No.
No.
I haven't seen any. The only people I know Nepalese that ski is my brother and some friends that I've dragged out there. But they don't do it regularly. I do it all the time. So
Okay.
I've been doing it for. I've been a ski instructor for 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been doing it for about 20 years,
Oh, that's
27 years now.
incredible. You should bring a group out. I would pay for you to be our instructor. People
You
from
could come
Ohio.
out. I was teaching in Ohio here too, right? But this would be the first year I might not be working there,
Okay.
but I might work there.
Yeah, you should.
You know, so I don't know. I like teaching. I like teaching people the stuff I know.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about your comedy show and I know the concept is food and comedy.
Yes.
And how do you put it together?
Yeah, so I reach out to chefs that I want to work with, you know, so reach out to you, gave you my business card.
Yep.
So I first coordinate with the chef. We figure out what type of food they'd want to have at the event, like a handheld bite, because it's at a comedy club. It's a hashtag comedy club. It's in the Short North. Have you been? Mm-mm. Have you been to a comedy show?
I have.
Okay, good. Who have you seen?
The Canadian Indian guy, what's his name?
Russell Peters?
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters. Oh,
Yeah.
he's so funny.
Yeah, Russell Peters. I've seen Russell Peters.
Yeah, so it's a comedy show. It's in a small club, and there's like 60 people that can fit in this club. And so what happens the day of is that when people enter, the doors open 30 minutes before the show. People get to meet the chef, and they greet them and hand them the food. And so they get to sit and eat and grab a drink from the
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
And then we start the show.
Nice.
We have a couple comedians open. I'll also do a set. And then we have the interview where me and the chef sit with the headliner and
Okay.
we all banter together. It's a
Okay.
fun discussion. We've had some really fun comedians come in recently. We recently performed at the Columbus Comedy Festival. We were
nice.
one of the shows a part of it. And then after that, it's like 20, 30 minutes of an fun food interview. I call it like a podcast, but tastier.
Okay.
And then
Tasty
a
podcast,
tasty
yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
and I record it. And then the headliner ends the night.
Okay.
So our next event's going to be November 16. It's with Chef Avishar Barua of Joyas and Agni. He's a Bengali chef. And then we have Abby Govindan, who's one of my favorite comedians. She's from New York City and Houston. And it's just going to be a fun
Abby
show
is
for
the-
Diwali. Yeah.
So Abby is the headliner?
She's the headliner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Very
gotta go
excited.
check it out.
You should.
yeah.
Please come out.
Yeah. Well, having said that, it's time for Momo and More quick fire round. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and answer whatever comes to your mind first.
I'm ready.
Favorite Momo
Aloo momo.
and why?
I'm a vegetarian. And the vegetable momo has a little bit of a sweetness. I like that the aloo momo retains some of that savory taste.
Yes, because of the carrots in the vegetable Momo. Yes. Aloo has carrots, but because of the spices and flavoring, that it kind of brings that sweetness down.
And I always get the jol, and then I always get the spicy sauce. I don't know what's in it, but it's fantastic.
The spicy sauce. I'll tell you, but then you can't leave.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Next question. You ready? Next question is your favorite comfort food other than Momo.
Favorite comfort food? Ooh, okay. One of my other favorite restaurants. Yours is number one, Momogar, and number two is probably Northeastern Chinese restaurant. Have you been?
What's the name of it?
It's just called Northeastern Chinese restaurant.
I haven't been there. No.
It's so good. It's up in like Clintonville area by like OSU campus.
Okay.
And they have a lotus or fern root dish that is like, it's like savory, salty, sweet. It's spicy. It's my favorite dish. It's my comfort dish that I get from there. So
Nice. I'm going to have to check it out one
yeah.
day.
Can I say another one?
Yes.
Because I live on the west side, and the west side has a lot of great Latin American and Mexican cuisine. I go to El Jalisciense, and they have fantastic everything. Everything's great, but I specifically get their enchiladas, so
Nice.
you gotta go.
I'm going to have to check it out. I'll hit you up and you can tell me where
Yes,
we can go together.
I would love to. Yeah, we should do a video together.
Yes. And now, if you were to share a plate of Momo with anybody, I mean, dead, alive, who would it be and why?
Anyone
Yeah, family, anybody.
ever? Okay. Well, Anthony Bourdain.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing I miss. We always talked and said we would love to have Anthony Bourdain here.
I know. So
But yeah.
sad. Did he ever go to Nepal in his videos?
I don't know. I haven't watched any, but he might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a great guy, man.
Yeah.
And he loved dumplings.
Yes, and
Right.
what I love about him and what I'm trying to do, and it sounds like what you're trying to do, is that like, yes, like food is the common denominator, the common language between all of us, but he focuses on the people.
Yes.
Because the people make the food.
Absolutely.
And the food tells stories, and every
Yes.
recipe is a story based on people's lives.
Just
so.
like we were talking about earlier, the Momo came from Tibet. The Nepalese people brought it down to Nepal in the valley, and they also brought spices up from India, and they mixed it up, and there you have what we have, Momo Gar Momo. It's a combination of both cultures.
The food migration of it all, and you know, that's amazing that we're sitting here to talk about it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So Momo is basically from Tibet. Nepalese people who traded in Tibet brought Momo down south into the valley of Nepal, and then they all obviously they traded in India with spices, and they brought those spices up and put it together, and there you have the Nepali Momo, which is Momo Ghar. All the Momo that you see now is basically that. It's also migrated further south in India, and sometimes I don't even recognize it because here they got tandoori Momo, and I'm sure you can tell me more about that.
I haven't had it yet, but the concept's so interesting, the food migration of like the spices crossing
Yes.
borders. I really like that. And I think there's a reason, my parents, whenever they come to Columbus, they don't have a lot of, they're from Akron, Northeast Ohio. Whenever they come to Columbus, they want to eat momos specifically. So I take them to Momo Gur, I take them to Everest also, and they love eating the momos because of the common like flavor profiles
Yes,
between
yes,
Indian
yes.
food and Nepalese food.
So every time somebody Asian, like from China, comes over and they looks at our Momo and they're like, "Ah, that's like Chinese dumpling." I'm like, yes, it looks similar, but when you eat it, it's completely different flavor.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, every culture has something of a Momo. Like pierogi is kind of like a Momo. You know?
Yeah.
Stuff wrapped with dough. You know.
I've never said no to a dumpling.
Right.
From any culture.
Right.
They're all good.
Right.
Empanadas, yeah,
Empanadas.
from Latin
I mean,
America.
Japan has their gyoza. Korea has their mandu, right?
Yeah.
And China has their dumpling, and we have our dumpling Momo. We call it Momo. And Momo is actually a word from Tibetan,
Yeah.
basically meaning dumpling. So if you look at Momo Gar, Momo stands for dumpling, and Ghar stands for house. Momo is a Tibetan word. Ghar is a Nepali word for house, so it's literally dumpling house. Tibetan, Nepalese. My wife is Tibetan, I'm Nepalese, so it worked out.
That's amazing.
Right.
Do Nepalese people consider themselves to be desi?
I don't know. I don't know if they do, but it's basically similar.
Okay.
Because the language is similar, right? The culture is similar, Hindu, right? It's kind of similar. They all watch Bollywood movies,
Yeah.
right? I learned about a few Bollywood movies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not movies. I've learned about a few Bollywood songs because my wife watches it.
Yeah.
So that's how I hooked her, singing a Bollywood song.
Oh, that's amazing. That's how you hooked her. That's how you met her. You were singing. Do you want to sing for us now?
I would if I should have brought my guitar, man. I can sing. What's that name? Sajani Re. I can sing that song end to end.
Wow.
Play it on guitar and sing it.
You should definitely make an episode of that.
Yeah, I can sing
But-
that. I can sing a few Bollywood songs.
So a lot of people will be singing Bollywood songs next week. It's going to be Diwali next
Yeah.
week, and there are probably a lot of Nepalese people who celebrate Diwali.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a big thing in Nepal too.
That's amazing. Are you going to celebrate in any way?
Well, not really, because I don't know where to go.
That's fair.
I don't know where to go.
But I love that we can celebrate together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
we
we
could.
share, the Hindu religion, other religions and
Well, that's
languages. So
Well, hit me up and let me know what's going on where, and then maybe I can show up.
Sure,
Diwali.
okay.
When is it?
I believe next Tuesday, but
Next
it's like
Tuesday.
celebrated. If you go to India, it's celebrated for like a month. Like my show, the Spice Up show I mentioned, is actually a Diwali show. I'm celebrating it in November
Okay.
because it's celebrated like all month long. There's lots of fireworks, lots of food, a lot of dressing up and dancing.
Yeah.
But it just depends on like where you are from, like the South Asian area. So
Like India, like if you look at Indian food, it has a huge influence on a lot of different food. Like
Yeah.
African food, India has a lot of influence in it.
That's
like
true.
the curries and rice and everything.
Yeah.
And Nepal, a lot of influence. I mean, Nepal, the spices in Nepal is a little less than India because India, I feel sometimes it's so much spices that kills the product. So I like the Nepali version a little better,
Yeah.
just because it's less spices.
Yeah.
less not the spicy. I'm not talking about spicy. I'm just talking spices. You know.
let us know in the comments
Yes.
if you prefer having it super spicy or not.
Right.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. But probably because it's closer to the equator is why.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
yes.
difference.
Yeah, but I love dosa.
Yeah. Oh, dosa's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat it maybe once every couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Basically, I eat at home most of the time, but my wife cooks food that is a combination of Tibetan, Nepalese, and Indian.
Oh, love that.
So it's got a little bit of Indian spices, but it's got lots of crunchy vegetable like Chinese,
Yeah.
Asian. So I love it. You know,
Do
for
you
a lot
all-
of my friends who come to my house and eat, they'd be like, "This is kind of not cooked," because in Nepalese culture, you cook the cauliflower till it's soft,
Okay.
right? And my wife cooks it till it's still crispy and hard.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I
I like
prefer
that
that way. Yeah.
Yeah, you cook that way.
And also, I know there's like Nepal tea drinkers, just like India. What's your variation of chai?
So they do Indian chai,
Mm-hmm.
and me myself, I drink tea every day. I don't drink coffee. I drink tea, which is pretty much an English blend black tea with a little bit of milk and sugar. Exactly same thing that India does.
Yeah.
I've been drinking that for years since I was young, and I still do it. But mine's, like I said, I'm not too into food, so it could be a little sweet, a little less sweet.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. It's as if I drink it for the hot water. But I just make it. I just make it and I'm done. You know.
I love that you say that you're not super into food, but you own a restaurant. But I do love that you're super into your wife's food.
Absolutely.
That's gorgeous.
She's an amazing cook, and anything she makes. And I'm not lying. If you're listening, I'm talking to my wife. If you're listening, I'm not lying. I love it. I love everything you cook. But problem is when she asks me, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything. And she's like, "Come on, sometimes come up with something.
Yeah.
Come up with something. Tell me something." I'm like, "Yeah, the stuff you made last time was great." They're all great.
Everything
but,
you make, yeah.
everything you make is great.
That's
and
amazing.
she's like, sometimes make it easy for me. Tell me you want to eat this,
Yeah.
that, and then I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Does she want to ever sit on the couch? I'd love to talk to her too.
She would. I'm going to interview her one day.
You should.
I'm going to do like two types of interview where we're going to be professional, talk like I'm the interviewer and she's the interviewee. And then we're going to do, that was a professional interview. And this one is going to be how we communicate at home.
Okay.
Just
Love
talk
that.
over each other.
Yeah. And that's when you'll sing too.
Yeah. And, all right, honey, hold up. Let me pull out the guitar. Since you're mad now, I know how to get you, less mad with me now. Sing a song.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we have a good time, man. I don't live too far. I live like
Yeah.
2 blocks from here.
Oh, okay. You're close by.
Yeah, 7 minutes maybe.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
what inspired you to start Spice Up?
Yeah, so I started in 2019 from a business pitch competition called Give Back Hack. And the reason I had been thinking of this idea was because, our concept is we basically showcase chefs and their stories and we interview them because I believe everybody has a story, especially if it's food related. And so I'm from Northeast Ohio where there aren't a lot of chefs from Gujarat, India. And that representation was lacking. And
I'm surprised.
I know. There's so many of us, lots of Patels. And so I just always wanted to know, I wanted more representation of chefs from different regions. And also when I go to restaurants, I wanted to kind of look behind the curtain and talk to the chef. And when you go, you don't really get that experience. They don't really come out and talk to you, which is fair, they're busy. But I wanted to showcase the different stories, the different immigrant stories, and how that might have inspired the food and the culture. At Spice Up, our tagline is we connect people and cultures over food. And so that's what we want to do at all of our events,
Right.
whether in person or online. So that's why I'm so excited to talk with you, speak with you one
Thank
day
you.
on
Although I might
our
not be the
events.
chef, but I do know how to make all the momos.
Okay, you can come too, because you're actually going to perform. You're going to do 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
All right.
I have no shame.
Sounds good.
Well, Tanya, it's been amazing talking to you, and thank you for coming out. And for those who are listening, if you're not following Spice Up, please do go ahead and follow Tanya. And for those of you who haven't been to Momo, we're waiting for you. I am Pramod Lama, and you are listening to Momo and More. Thank you for tuning in, and just remember, good vibes and hot momos to you all.